Hello everyone, and welcome to our daily daf thought on Berachos daf vav. So it strikes me that in Berachos daf vav we have a lot of beautiful memories that are negea to tefillah, that are negea to davening. I'll mention just a few of them. We have the Gemara that says, Tanya, we learned in the Brisa, Abba ben Yamin Omer, Ein tefillas shel adam nishmas ela bebeis hakneses, shenemar l'shmaya l'rina v'la tefillah. The Gemara tells us the importance of davening in shul, that the tefillah is heard by the Rabbeinu Shalom when you daven in the Beis HaKnesses. Rashi says that in the Beis HaKnesses, Shesham Oimrim Hatzibor Shirais V'Sishpachais B'Neimas Kail Arev. In the Beis HaKnesses, that's where people go to daven in a sweet voice. So here we have the Gemara telling us that when we daven, we're not supposed to just go and mumble our davening. It's supposed to be B'Neimas Kail Arev. You're supposed to sing your davening in a beautiful voice. It should be sweet. That takes concentration. That means that we have to pay attention to what we're saying. You don't sing just without any thought. When you sing something, it's with feeling. So we're supposed to daven with feeling. We have the Gemara Namid Beis that says, "Kala raga lavai lebeis hakneses v'lo ba yom echad hakadosh baruch hu mashil bay." Somebody is accustomed to coming to shul and davening, and he doesn't show up. The Rebbeinu Shalom is looking for him. The Rebbeinu Shalom asks, "Where are you?" Again, we see the importance of tefillah. The Rebbeinu Shalom is waiting for you to show up. If you're not there, doesn't go unnoticed. The Rebbeinu Shalom is asking after you. We have the Gemara that says, "B'shah she'hakadosh baruch hu ba." If the Rebbeinu Shalom comes to the Beis HaKnesses v'lo matzah by asara, and he doesn't find a minyan, miyad hu kayis. If there's no minyan, the Rebbeinu Shalom is upset. The Rebbeinu Shalom wants to tefillah b'tzibur. Where's the minyan? He wants to know what's going on. We have the Gemara that says, "Kala kevei makom l'tfilasei lekei Avram be'ezroi." Somebody is kevei makom. He has a makom kavua in the Beis HaKnesses. It says that the Rabbeinu Shalom of Avram Avinu is be'ezroi. He's there to help him. Ukishemeis, and when this person is nifter, Oimrim lei, they say on him, I anav, I chasid. Look at this person who was humble and he was a chasid. Mitamidav shel Avraham Avinu. We call a person who's kevei makom l'tfilasai, which means, incidentally, not only to have a makom kavua in the shul, but also to daven in a kavuadika place. You should always try to daven in the same shul, the same time, the same minyan. That all goes into the halacha of kviyas makom. So we say on him, mitamidav shel Avraham Avinu. Somebody who's machshiv tefillah is mitamidav shel Avraham Avinu. And then lastly, we have a Gemara over here that says, the pasuk says in Tehillim, this is from Rabbi Bibi. Rabbi Bibi said this to Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. What does it mean in the pasuk when it says kurum zulus livnei adam? Armalei elu dvarim she'omdim berumai shel olam. Kurum zulus livnei adam. Kurum is a lashon of rum, meroime, the heights. Kurum zulus livnei adam. So these are the things that are omdim berumai shel olam. These are things that are in the heights of the world. Things that stand all the way in the heights of the world. That's how chashuv they are. And yet, zulus, livnei adam, a lashon of zal, of cheapness. People treat them, they're mezalzen. They're things that are aimde berumei shalaylam, and the lashon of the Gemara is ubnei adam mezalzelin behen. And yet people treat them lightly. Rashi says, what are those things? Dvar mishaimde berumei shalaylam, kigain tefillah. For example, davening, sha'oila lamayla. Davening tefillah is something which is oila l'mayla, goes up to Shamayim, and yet b'nei adam mizalzel in behem. Unfortunately, people are mizalzel in tefillah. Sometimes people come to shul, they come to the Beis HaKnesses, and they daven, they're in a rush, they have one foot already out the door. I always say there are some people who come to shul to daven, there are some people who come to shul to talk, there are some people who come to shul to leave. The minute they get in, they're already checking the watch. They want to know how quickly are we going to get out. We have to come to shul to daven. That's how chashuv tefillah is. So I wanted to speak for a moment on the chashivos of tefillah. We have a very interesting pasuk in Berachos. The pasuk says, "V'chol siach hasadeh terem yihya ba'aretz." It was before there were any trees on the world. V'chol esav hasadeh terem yitzmach, and before any of the vegetation of the field had sprouted. Kalei himter Hashem Elokim ala aretz, because the Rebbeinu Shalom had not yet brought rain on the land. Va'adam ayin la'avoid es ha'adama, and there was no Adam, there was no man to work the field. Rashi says over here, what does this mean? That this pasuk is talking about before there was any vegetation on the earth. Rashi's troubled by that. We know that on the third day, it already says that that's when the Rebbeinu Shalom made trees. That's when the Rebbeinu Shalom made all of the trees and all the vegetation. So Rashi says over here, Rashi says, Ubashlishi, on the third day, Shekasav Atoitzei Aretz, when it says that the world sprouted forth all the vegetation, Lo Yatsu, it didn't really sprout, it didn't really come up. El al Pesach Karka Omdu Ad Yom Shishi. Really, all of the vegetation of the world was right beneath the surface until after Adam HaRishon's creation. So I want you to understand what that means. That means that when Adam HaRishon opened up his eyes and he looked at the world, it looked like the surface of the moon. There were no trees, there was no vegetation, maybe there were animals wandering around, could be, but as far as the vegetation, there was no vegetation. The world was barren. And why did the Rebbeinu Shalom do it this way? So the pasuk says why. The pasuk says, Adam ayin la'avodas ha'adama, because there was no Adam. And Rashi says, what does that mean? Rashi says, Adam ayin la'avodas ha'adama v'ein makir b'tovasan shel geshamim. There was no man to appreciate the goodness of rain. There was no man to appreciate the beneficence of the Rebbeinu Shalom, that he brought rain and he brought about the vegetation of the world. Adam, when Adam was created, v'yad Hashem tzarich la'olam, and he realized something's missing, he realized the world is missing something, hispalel aleim, he davened, v'yardu, and then the rain came. V'tzamchu ha'ilanois v'hadishayim, and then the trees and the vegetation sprouted forth. So Adam HaRishon was created, he looked around, he realized something's wrong, he was mispal, and suddenly, boom! Suddenly everything came shooting out of the ground, new trees, old trees, dead trees, tall plants, short plants, all the types of vegetation, all the types of plants that exist in the world, giant redwoods, cedars, everything, from the little bushes, little plants, the daisies and daffodils and weeds, everything came shooting out of the ground when Adam HaRishon was mispal. What we see from here, Rabbi say, is that the Rebbeinu Shalom created the world with the need and the desire for tefillah. The Rebbeinu Shalom wants us to daven, which in a way is actually a pella when you think about it. A person could say, I have emunah and betachon. That means I believe that everything the Rebbeinu Shalom does is for the good. I don't know better than the Rebbeinu Shalom, so why should I be mispal? What am I davening? The Rebbeinu Shalom didn't give me parnasa. I should go daven for parnasa. The Rebbeinu Shalom doesn't want me to have parnasa. I should be makabelit, and I should go without parnasa. Somebody Nebuchadnezzar is not well. He could say, I'm a maiman. The Rebbeinu Shalom made me not well. Apparently this is what I need right now. I should go ask the Rebbeinu Shalom to do different than he wants. Why should I be mispal? That's not right. We learn from the Torah Kedosha, we learn from the Avos and the Imais. The Rebbeinu Shalom made it difficult for the Imais to conceive children because the Rebbeinu Shalom is Mesava b'Tfilah shel Tzadikim. The Rebbeinu Shalom wants our Tfilas. And we see from over here, from this pasuk in Berachos, the Rebbeinu Shalom created the world wanting Tfilah and with the need for Tfilah. Why does the Rebbeinu Shalom want that? Because I don't presume to say what and why the Rebbeinu Shalom wants, but what could we learn from here? I think that the Rebbeinu Shalom wants us to have a relationship with him. How do you have a relationship with the Rebbeinu Shalom? By when you need something and you acknowledge and you understand that all of your needs come from Barei Olam, and that the Barei Olam is the one who takes care of you, and the Chaylis is in his hands to give you what you need, and you're mispal when you're in need, and you turn to the Rebbeinu Shalom, and you mispal to the Rebbeinu Shalom, and the Rebbeinu Shalom takes care of you, and then you thank the Rebbeinu Shalom, and you appreciate the Rebbeinu Shalom. This is how you forge a relationship. Absent tefillah, where would the relationship be? If the relationship would be, I'm a kabbalah, whatever the Rebbeinu Shalom gives me, so why do you have to talk to him? Why do you have to have the Rebbeinu Shalom in your life? There's no need for you to have the Rebbeinu Shalom in your life. Yeah, you might say, well, I know everything comes from him, but you never knock on his door because you take the attitude, why should I ask him? No, the Rebbeinu Shalom wants you to have a relationship with him. That means you need something, turn to him. Now, if the Rebbeinu Shalom doesn't give you what you ask for, so then you have to realize it doesn't mean the Rebbeinu Shalom didn't listen to you. The Rebbeinu Shalom listened to you. He decided that right now he's not going to respond the way you want. He's going to respond differently. But the Rebbeinu Shalom hears every tefillah, and the Rebbeinu Shalom wants every tefillah. The Rebbeinu Shalom wants us to have a relationship with him. The Rebbeinu Shalom wants us to come to the Beis HaKnesses 3 times a day and to daven b'ne'imas kol orev, to sing to him in a sweet and pleasant way. He wants us to talk to him. He wants us to come daven b'tzibur. If we're not there, he wants to know why we're not there. If a minion doesn't show up, he wants to know why not. And the Rebbeinu Shalom is kayas when there's no minion. So and these are the dvarim ha'imdim berumay shel olam. Recognize that when you go to shul to daven, you're engaging in something which the Gemara says is dvarim ha'imdim berumay shel olam. It's not a lightweight thing. People think, oh, I do a special mitzvah, I do lulav and esrig, I eat matzah on Pesach, I light Chanukah licht. That's, a big special mitzvah because you do it once in a while. But davening, 3 times a day, boom, 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 boom. No. Tefillah is Devarim Ha'imdim Berumay Shel Olam. The Rebbeinu Shalom should be mezaka us in the schus of recognizing the chashivas of Tefillah and treating Tefillah with the chashivas that it deserves. The Rebbeinu Shalom should be mezaka us. He should hear our Tefillahs. He should answer our Tefillahs. He should hear the Tefillahs of Gans Klal Yisrael. Everybody should have what they need, and the Rebbeinu Shalom should bring Mashiach Tzidkenu b'meher v'yameinu. Amen. Thank you so much. Be well.